the Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive. Now,
and it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up second.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Fourth down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
47-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Throwing, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Winston. Caught on a slant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Johnson is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we have the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 84. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 34 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Hook the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Going right back to Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Wentz. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 17 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for two. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Wentz going to look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third and short yardage, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Winston to throw for it on 4. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 78 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. The touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That would complete downfield to Thomas.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 25 on second down, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Jameis to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10.
Now Winston. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line. 46 down, there's my goal.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Commanders 16.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
24. Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not got another turnover on his ledger.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.